Hello everyone, welcome back to Metalopolis. That's right, Metalopolis has made its way back into the map pool for Season 4. And I'm so excited. I'm also excited that they took out the close spawn position. So in this position that you see right now, where Whitechaple, playing red, and Terran is spawned, it is impossible for anything to spawn in the close by ground position, which will be right up here, where as you can see nothing actually is. Where he is spawning, or his opponent is spawning, however, is down in the south position. Ender is playing Protoss and wearing blue in this particular matchup. A Protoss versus Terran matchup on Metalopolis, so not too much balance any which way. I mean, it's pretty balanced, PvT. Terran does have a bit of an upper hand in the early games, but mid-game goes a little bit more towards Protoss, and end-game might be even. It depends on how ghosts are used and what tech that Protoss chooses to go with. Colossi usually what you want to go with, but they are countered by Vikings, and then High Templar are countered by Ghosts, as everyone already knows. But I am very excited to see Metalopolis back. It's a very good map, and I've missed it terribly. I always did 1v1 Observer, King of the Hill type matchups on this map. It's very good. I like it. It's very well balanced, except for when there's close position and your opponent is a Zerg, because they get here so fast. Those 7 roach rushes, never more effective than close position by Metalopolis. But none of that right now. We've got a Protoss versus Terran matchup. We've got a good wall up coming from Whitechaple. So there's going to be no errant probing into his base. He's going to have to get an observer to get into Whitechapel's base. There's going to be able to force that 3-gate robo in any way, shape, or form he can. He does not want to see that 4-gate. Although 4-gate is kind of easy to counter nowadays, you still don't really want to see it. You want to see that 3-gate robo because then you know where he's going to go with his build. You can kind of predict the Colossi. 4-gate can kind of go a lot of different ways. Anyway, we've got no probes coming out for Ender. We'll have to see what his probe count's at. It is at 14, so he is trying to do a 4-gate because he cut his probes at 14, and now here comes some more. But I'm not quite sure what that's about, honestly. I mean, the pros say you want to cut your probes at 14, but these guys are not pros. I believe this is platinum or diamond. I'll put the little emblem up where it's needed, but I don't think this guy is good enough to be cutting probes, and I don't think he's actually cutting probes. I think he's just not making them. And Whitechaple actually getting 19 probes. You don't usually see Terran out worker supplying a Protoss. I mean, you see them out mineral mining them because Terrans have mules, and mules are OP. But no, not even a orbital command yet. 4 minutes in, no orbital command. No gas, going straight up for barracks. 4 barracks. What is he trying to do? Maybe he'll add on like 2 more to go for a 6 racks all-in attempt. But 4 racks is kind of strange. I don't think I've ever seen a 4 racks, because it doesn't give you enough Marines to beat stalkers or zealots, really. I mean, unless you micro them really well. And there's usually, even with a 6 racks, you want to try and get a orbital so that you can drop down the supply depot. And I don't know what he's trying to do. This is definitely an all-in at 4 barracks, but just barely. I think he's trying to get like as close to an all-in as he can without actually going all-in. But I don't think he'll be able to pull that off. We'll have to see, though. He is going to be able to get quite a bit of Marines out. If we check the Army tab, he does have the Army supply, but Protoss units so much better than Terran units. Not so much of the spellcasters, because Ghosts can really negate that whole effect as the shields just kind of melt to EMPs, as many people know. But EMPs have been nerfed lately, so we'll have to see what happens. If it does indeed go that far in this game, I don't believe it will. That SCV is going to run right into a Zealot and get smacked right in the face, and it's going to explode, and then its face is going to kind of roll down here. I guess it's his arm. But my point remains the same. Warps in 3 more Stalkers and moves out. So we've got 5 Stalkers and a Zealot up against about 16 Marines. And I don't think that's going to be enough Marines. It might be. Maybe if Ender can get some... There is a proxy pylon. I didn't even see that. Well done by Ender to get that proxy pylon out. He will be able to reinforce right in the middle of the map, and he sees the Marines. He's walking right by them. Oh no, the move command is going to... Oh no, oh, and he's going to lose both those Zealots. Very, very fatal mistake maybe by Ender, so this 4-Rax aggression might actually pay off for Whitechaple. We'll have to see. That Zealot caught in the middle, not doing any damage. I think Whitechaple is going to be able to micro this down. He has so many Marines now, but he goes up on the high ground and Whitechapel's just standing there. Oh no, and those Stalkers just picking them off from the high ground. And here come 4 more Stalkers on that 4 gate, as I said, and now here comes the micro wars. We'll have to see who's microing better. A big pincer attack coming from Ender, and this might be enough to take out all of these Marines because there's no focus fire. They're focusing down on the Marines on the low ground, but the 4 on the high ground are more... Oh my gosh, more dangerous. I can't even speak. There's so much micro being done here by nobody. It was actually just a pincer attack. But very, very good pincer attack. Very good strategic location for that pylon. And a good sandwich in those Marines. And it looks like Ender has definitely taken the lead in this. And it seems like Whitechaple is trying to expand. And he has absolutely nothing to defend it with. He's got some Marines down here, but they're not rallied for whatever reason. I don't know what the heck's that's about. But here comes some big... Oh, wait, he tried to make a bunker, and it didn't work. The command center is complete, so he cannot cancel it. He will not be able to defend this, though. It's already down to almost half health. Marines coming down, but not doing nearly enough damage. Those Zealots tanking so much damage. And it looks like these Marines will be slaughtered by these Stalkers. Down goes an SCV, just kind of wandered itself into there. I'm not quite sure what that was about. And he needs to put this thing on fire. There you go. Now it's on fire. He'll have to repair it. He's not going to repair it. Down it goes. And I'm not quite sure how Whitechaple is going to be able to recover from this. He has 4 barracks. He has a mule that's not actually mining. He's not actually mining with the mule. That's terrible. I can't believe it. It's about to die. It's going to try and get some minerals, but... It might be able to... No, it dies. Oh, it dies a useless and pitiful death as the Terran just gets all of his guys completely destroyed. And now he just doesn't have enough Marines, and these Stalkers are going to completely destroy all of these Marines. Bones and guts and everything just flying everywhere. Down goes another one. Down goes the last Marine, and GG comes out of Whitechaple. This game is actually 13 minutes longer than it is here, but Whitechaple does lead the game. I'm not sure what Ender is doing here. I guess he just figured he'd stick around and, I don't know, have a sandwich or something. But that is the end of that game. I'm going to pause it now. So you saw 4-Rax that actually did pretty well, but lack of micro definitely did in Whitechaple. He could have won that game, but unfortunately lack of macro and lack of micro, and this is why those mechanics are so very important. Everybody, this has been Osborne bringing you this Protoss versus Terran matchup on Metalopolis. I will see you next time.